Are you ready for some shocking news? Brace yourself, because the United States Air Force has just made a startling admission. They've created something so advanced that it will destroy everything. Yes, you heard that right. The military has developed a weapon so powerful that it could bring about the end of the world as we know it. But before we delve into the specifics of this weapon, let's take a step back and examine the history of advanced military technology. Throughout history, humans have developed increasingly sophisticated tools of war. From swords and spears to guns and bombs, we've always found new and more deadly ways to kill each other. But in recent years, the pace of technological advancement has accelerated, and the military has been at the forefront of this progress. We've seen the development of unmanned drones, hypersonic missiles, and even laser weapons. But the Air Force's latest creation is something even more advanced, something that will make your jaw drop in awe and fear. So, are you ready to find out what this weapon is? Hold on tight, because things are about to get crazy. Military technology has come a long way since the days of the sword and shield. Throughout history, humans have been developing new and innovative ways to wage war. In ancient times, weapons were simple and rudimentary, such as clubs and stones. As societies advanced, so did the technology of war. Metal weapons like swords and spears became the norm, and ancient empires like the Romans used them to conquer vast territories. In the modern era, technology has advanced at an unprecedented pace, and the military has always been at the forefront of this progress. In the early 20th century, guns and bombs became the primary tools of warfare, and countries around the world poured vast resources into developing more advanced versions of these weapons. World War II saw the first use of nuclear weapons, a technological breakthrough that would forever change the nature of warfare. Since then, military technology has continued to advance at an astonishing pace. The invention of the computer and the internet has revolutionized military communications, and unmanned drones have become an increasingly popular tool for surveillance and targeted strikes. Advances in missile technology have made it possible for weapons to travel at hypersonic speeds, making them nearly impossible to intercept. The development of laser weapons has also been a game-changer. While lasers have long been a staple of science fiction, they are now a reality. Lasers have several advantages over traditional weapons. They can travel at the speed of light, are highly accurate, and can be used to disable enemy equipment without causing collateral damage. The Air Force has been experimenting with lasers for decades, and they're already being used to shoot down drones and other airborne threats. Despite the incredible advancements in military technology, there are also serious ethical concerns to consider. As weapons become more advanced, they also become more deadly. This raises questions about the morality of using such weapons, especially when they have the potential to cause massive loss of life. As we look to the future of military technology, we must also consider the consequences of our actions and strive to use our technological capabilities in a responsible and ethical manner. But even with all of the advancements in military technology, the Air Force's latest creation is something that even science fiction writers could not have imagined. The weapon in question is called the superlaser, and it is something truly remarkable. According to reports, the superlaser is a weapon that can literally destroy everything. The Air Force claims that it's capable of destroying entire cities in a matter of seconds. The superlaser uses a powerful beam of light to heat the air around it to temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun. This causes a chain reaction that creates a massive explosion, capable of wiping out everything in its path. The Air Force claims that the superlaser is a necessary weapon to have in their arsenal in case of a global conflict. They argue that in order to deter potential adversaries from attacking the United States, it's important to have weapons that are so powerful that they would never be used. But the creation of a weapon like the superlaser raises serious questions. For one, there is the issue of morality. Is it ever ethical to create a weapon that has the potential to cause so much destruction and loss of life? And even if it's never used, the very existence of such a weapon could escalate tensions between nations and lead to a dangerous arms race. Another concern is the potential for the super laser to fall into the wrong hands. The Air Force claims that they've taken steps to ensure that the weapon won't be used by unauthorized individuals or groups, but can we really trust them? If the super laser were to fall into the hands of a terrorist group, for example, the consequences could be catastrophic. The Air Force has been tight-lipped about the details of the super laser, and it's unclear exactly how far along the development process they are. But one thing is for sure, the creation of a weapon so advanced and destructive raises serious questions about the future of warfare and the ethics of military technology. As we continue to push the boundaries of what is possible, it's important that we also consider the consequences of our actions and strive to use our technological capabilities in a responsible and ethical manner. The potential consequences of the Air Force's creation of the super laser are nothing short of catastrophic. While the weapon may never be used, its mere existence could have a significant impact on global politics and security. For one, the creation of the super laser could lead to a dangerous arms race between nations. If one country develops a weapon of mass destruction, others will inevitably feel the need to do the same in order to maintain a balance of power. This could lead to a dangerous and expensive race to develop the most advanced and destructive weapons possible. Another concern is the potential for the super laser to be used as a tool of aggression. The Air Force claims that the weapon is a deterrent, designed to prevent other nations from attacking the United States. But what if another country were to develop a similar weapon? This could lead to a situation where both sides have weapons capable of destroying each other, creating a dangerous standoff that could lead to conflict. Even if the super laser is never used, the creation of a weapon of such destructive power raises serious moral questions. Is it ever ethical to create a weapon that could cause so much destruction and loss of life? And what if the super laser were to fall into the wrong hands? The potential for the weapon to be used by terrorists or other unauthorized groups is a real concern, and the Air Force's assurances that they can prevent this from happening may not be enough to reassure the public. Finally, the creation of the super laser could have unintended consequences for the environment. The weapons used would create a massive explosion that could release harmful pollutants and chemicals into the atmosphere. This could have long-term effects on the environment and public health, leading to significant consequences that we may not even be able to predict. In conclusion, the Air Force's creation of the super laser is a concerning development that raises serious questions about the future of warfare and the ethics of military technology. While the weapon may never be used, its existence could lead to a dangerous arms race, the potential for conflict, and the release of harmful pollutants into the environment. As we continue to develop more advanced weapons, it's important that we also consider the potential consequences of our actions and strive to use our technological capabilities in a responsible and ethical manner. The Air Force's admission of the creation of a weapon so advanced that it can destroy everything is a sobering reminder of the power of military technology. While we've come a long way from the days of swords and spears, the development of weapons like the super laser raises serious ethical concerns about the morality of using such weapons. The potential consequences of the super laser are significant and could have a profound impact on global politics and security. The weapon's creation could lead to a dangerous arms race, the potential for conflict, and the release of harmful pollutants into the environment. It's important that we take the time to consider the potential consequences of our actions and use our technological capabilities in a responsible and ethical manner. As we move into the future, the development of military technology will only continue to accelerate. It's up to us to ensure that we're using these advancements for good, and not creating weapons that have the potential to cause untold destruction and loss of life. By having a serious conversation about the ethics of military technology, We can work to create a future where our technological capabilities are used to create a safer and more just world.